Hello. Tip number 3, things you can do when you're stuck in the house. Sinks. Lots of people end up with a blocked up kitchen sink, more commonly a blocked up basin in the bathroom or a shower, and it becomes a big crisis. And it doesn't have to be if you just keep an eye on it. So this kitchen sink is resin, okay? So it's a plasticky thing, and just a cheap plunger, nothing fancy. Come and have a look. I'm going to take out that, for catching the bits from the washing up, the strainer. Once it's wet, you get a good seal. Now, there's no trouble with this sink, it's behaving itself, but just a very, very, very simple, that will deal with most problems, okay? Now, I'm running warm water at the moment, well, hot water from the tap. So hot water's a good idea. You've got to remember what happens. Soap is a mixture of fat and water. Then you're going to wash something like a frying pan or a baking tray, which is greasy, yet more grease going down the sink. So what happens is that the U-bend and the whole pipe will have a thin layer that builds up over time of gunky, greasy stuff. Now, this doesn't affect our lives normally because we don't want to know about that. We just wash it down the sink. When people get blocked sinks, they are guilty of going out and buying something chemical, reacting it with water, pouring it down, caustic soda or something. There's no need in most cases to do that. There's no need to pour all that chemical crap down your sink, when in fact you can solve most problems with warm or hot water. So once you've done a bit of plunging, this is something I do. Stay there. Just boil a kettle. Now, this is a resin sink. At home I've got a stainless steel sink. Don't do this with a china sink, because boiling hot water can crack the sink, and then you're going to come after me. So come and have a look. All I do is I just pour the water straight into the hole and just let it trickle. And that, because it's near boiling water, is going to melt all that sticky black gunk on the inside of the pipe, especially on the U-bend. And once sometimes I'll boil the whole kettle and pour a whole kettle down here, because then I really know I'm shifting it. I've just done a third of a kettle here. Now, we just had hot water running from the tap, so this water is reasonably hot. Now I'm flushing it through, but the water is still warm. Because I'm doing that, I'm clearing all the crap away. So that will do that. So let's just pop to the bathroom, have another look there. Because let's face it, kitchen sinks don't get blocked up sort of as much as bathroom sinks. But that's because the pipes on something like a basin are this in diameter as opposed to that. So of course it gets blocked up and then the hole is really small. So a lot of people have slow moving, slowly emptying basins and complain about that. And it's only because of that build up. Now obviously you might end up with all sorts of hair and crap on there. Well, we all know about that. If you're going to pour boiling water down here, as I said, because this is china, don't pour it straight on, because if you do, it'll crack. So do the same thing, running hot water all around it, get it nice and warm, deflect it on. If you need to plunge it, do your plunging, and then do the same trick with the boiling water straight in the hole. And it's even more effective in a basin because of the narrow trap. Up here. Of course, what happens in a shower is, because we're always washing our hair and we use far too much soap and shower gel, is that will block up. You know, showers, you can apply the same principle. Again, if you've got a china shower tray, a porcelain one, don't pour boiling water straight on it. You've got to be really careful. But you can clear it all just with water. You don't need chemicals. So be nice to the environment. Bye bye.